for Mama Kwababa Daily Update TV so na Mr. say and any da oba channel so subscribe send drop latest news bia also nsa ebeka bi na for your mongdom say dear any braba ni nyina say Mensah pe wompo ss forensic audit no ekoso send beya ede asumdue ebeba no as I say, international foreigners auditors now, we will make sure say everything is put in place because who ena Mensah ede because Mensah say if there is any audit be a also registered ma, she will be exposed, and even though Nanado will be exposed because I'm not sure say 2020 now the register no we use to declare results no. A correct register omude Nanado ebisi so no menya sure ka if say the register is credibly near ya anka Mensah will allow for audit. Why is it she is insisting say there won't be audit? Emumdom yeve nyema ekoso ho,
and they are not above the law. The Mensah Bosmanasari led NPP Electoral Commission, they are not above the people of Ghana. When the people of Ghana charge Mensah and Bosman, they will be burnt alive. But that is not what democracy teaches us. That is not what democracy stands for. Democracy didn't say, I will say Obiya Nafa, no Obiya Kuma Tony Yim. So one party and I say, Obey use what they have to suppress the other part in the name say it is democracy. It will never work. And that is what we have been talking about. So the demonstration today, it has told the world to say the Electoral Commission of Ghana, no matter what we want to be done, they want to steal the elections. They want to rig the elections. In the next 3 days, Mensah and his group of criminals at the EC, they need to come out and open up their books for all of us to see what is in there. Now, there's something I want to tell you. You see, I'm going to say this, and Ebia, Nipa Bibri, Ebia say Kelvin, the Americano. The reason why Mensah and the EC4 don't want to do this is simple. And to be very fair with you, Omu will never do the auditing. They won't do it because say Omu be a book we will get to know say Ekufuado's 2020 election or winning and you're legitimate. They know, say the moment they open their books for forensic auditors to come and look at the numbers from 2020, we will all get to know, say Nana Ekufuado 2020 elections we win. That is the reason why the EC is caught in a mess. They don't know what to do. Because now, we will have to use the first register, not 2023, they are near the better to end the The reason why they are not allowing this, they don't want to allow it, and they say, the moment they open the books, Ghana for near Kufuado is not a legitimate president. And we have all known, say, or we've known for all this while, say, Nana Kufuado, they don't win the 2020 elections. The elections, the verdict was stolen. And EC knows, say, Sir register near the 2020 elections, and you're credible. Now, the moment they open up the register, everyone will know, say, Don Mahama won the 2020 elections. That is why they are saying, say, forensic auditors now, independent and they can fix the problem. And it's a NPP4 communicators, NPP4 executives are almost the EC is an independent body. They should be able to do their own auditing. No, the reason why they don't want any independent-minded institution to be part of the forensic auditing, and they say, the moment they open the books, we will know Ekufuado is not a legitimate president. And the moment that happens, the country will go down. Now, are you understanding? So, there is a reason. And in the 2020 elections, she could not give exact the winning numbers. And in the court to say, she could not do it because the register was bloated. Because the numbers in the register, about 20% were not supposed to be in the register. They stole numbers and they inserted in the register and they forced Akufo-Addo and the MPP to get the numbers they got. Reality or realistically, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not win the elections. The NDC won. John Mahama won. And the reason why J. Mensah Eka said they will not do it, that's why people are asking a simple question. What will you lose? Because this audit, you are not paying for it. There are international agencies who are willing to put millions of dollars inside for the forensic audit to be done. Senebea, we can protect our democracy. So what is stopping J. Mensah? If the Electoral Commission's motto or whatever they say they stand on is integrity, transparency, and bullshit now, why is she preventing transparency? It is because J. Mensah a mistake. That's a Obia registered. You said the Supreme Court is an illegal institution. See, J. Mensah ni boss man mo. They know say some beer books say any Ghana for you register anymore. We will get to that point to be able to say the Supreme Court led by Enini Yabuano, it was a criminal court. And then we will all come to the realization or the fact to say Akufo-Addo and the MPP never won the elections and that John Mahama won. These two things, J. Mensah would never open the register. And anything I make a say 2020 elections, it is not negotiable. It is not about Yakwatuaba. It is about taking power and giving to the NDC. Listen, the 2024 elections it is not about going there to exercise your franchise or whatever. And it is about you going to vote and taking the power by force to give to John Mahama. Because these people, from 2016, ever seen that every election they've won has been a rigged election. Every election. It is someone who push it back. Now, Ghana for be able to say, why is this so complicated? It's so simple. It is simple for you. It is easy for you. But in your eyes, no one say, oh, wait, there's a simple job. I don't know. No, it's a big deal. Akufo-Addo is not a legitimate president. It is Mensah beer books. Only Mensah no go jail. Akufo-Addo today, we can impeach him and take him out of office. The Supreme Court that shouldered Mensah and Akufo-Addo. For Akufo-Addo to be illegally made president, the Supreme Court to take a hit into what we are trying to find. It is basically like we are trying to poison three institutions. We are going to poison the EC, we are going to poison the Electoral Commission, and we are going to poison the Supreme Court. These three institutions, Mensah and protect your money. So what is left right now is that J. Mensah, hold on to this. Let us cross the elections. NDC winia, we all walk out. Send your bear, they will not go back to Akufo-Addo's illegality. Say J. Mensah be a book to see Akufo-Addo will be out of office in 2 days. I'm telling you. The demonstration you saw, it shows that the people are ready to kick this government out. It hurts me say there are some people in Ghana who have voices, and most of them are quiet. But we can see clearly, say, what is going on is wrong. But you see something? This is the turning point in our democracy. We need to insist, say, ECB registering. Say, you perceive democracy, you sustaining, you protect it, or mind we are. Say, you to me and your side we are. It will be tough for us to protect our democracy. So, every Ghanaian should understand, say, this register needs to be opened. It needs to be audited. We are not supposed to close our eyes to any kind of sin. So we need to get to the bottom of this matter. We need to get to the bottom of what holds our democracy together. Because I am finding chrono and bonia. Some people in the Supreme Court, some people in the Electoral Commission, and the executive. We will still be heading towards doom because J. Mensah will be handed over poison to us to eat and die. Because with him, so J. Mensah or the Tibukuya, near elections, not John Mahama Winia. The next elections will be chaotic because she has already put the poison in the food. For us to be able to save this nation and recalibrate the system well before 2025, we need to insist that J. Mensah and the EC open the books for all of us to audit that book. Register there, a must. We need to demand for the forensic independent auditing of the EC register. One thing that is supposed to be done. Because that means 2028, it will be.
For in say it won't I the pay because in symbol it make sense. You are there for the people. So if the people are demanding for a audit, it will register them. Why is it we make it things complicated and as many my thing? searching na onye. What is the secret behind the register we compile? It has some more.
Adia. Mensah just wants to hand over poison to us. Because everybody knows that John Mahama win the elections. Now, after John Mahama wins the elections, the next election, how are we guaranteed to say the elections any chaotic? We need to solve the problem now. We need to solve the problem today. And the only way we can solve today's problem, the crime that we see ahead of us, the disaster, the doom that is ahead of us, we can solve that problem today. Let's start thinking as humans. That problem, that civil war, that war, that destruction, that destabilization of a nation, we should be able to stop it today. And Intina, Jane Mensah and the EC, they have to open the books. I have must. There's no negotiations here. We are not supposed to negotiate with the EC. It is our birthright to know who and who is qualified or are qualified to vote in Ghana's elections. It's our right. And anytime I catch Ghana for say, what you saw today on the streets of Ghana, the demonstration you saw today on the streets of Ghana, it is not just about those people you saw. It is about the future and democracy of this nation. The people came out to fight for us. See, I'm a Mensah we be book him. Me say the reason one person we be book him say, oh, we are 2020 elections name. About 400,000 names. I'm the go election. I'm the go register him. And I'm say Kufuado we need. I'm boa. Kufuado him say Mensah be book ni say Kim on the president over 24 hours. He be to know. Kufuado knows. The Supreme Court knows. And anytime Mensah said, no matter what, they are not going to open the book, but we need to force them. And they say, Jacko, they be try to easy because say we are basically postponing our death. That's a fact. We are postponing our death because a woman in there and then the year to Ashada. And Mensah and the Eku yende na O2 a woman or my poison, slow poison to die in 2028. Indeed, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is something we need to take serious. And I applaud every single Ghanaian. Opia Bontinika said, I need to protect my democracy. I need to protect my life. I need to make sure the right thing is done. What has happened over the past 8 years, we need to stop. We need to recalibrate the system. And then the ginger Ghana for all over the country to come out today to say the EC. We are talking about one individual who is supposed to bow to we the people. Jane Mensah is one person who is supposed to bow to us. So what is stopping us from making sure this woman bows to us to open the books for us to see what is in it? And Jane Mensah is basically has put us in a position where we are dead. She is just postponing our death. We need to stop this death today. You can stop it by opening the books, by making independent auditors audit the EC register. I swear to God, the massacre that we will experience in 2028, we will not rise again as a nation. And so people say, I didn't think it is because they bloated the register in 2020. It is because the register we used in 2020, Kufuado knows the number he got wasn't the number he was supposed to get. The reason why she doesn't want to open the books today is because she knows the Supreme Court that was led by Edin Yeboah, they basically illegally protected her in court. And I'm telling you, the current Chief Justice, she was on that panel. She also knows the kind of things they stopped from letting us know that Jane Mensah lied to Ghanaians. That is why Madam Tokonu, with the rest of the guys, prevented Jane Mensah from entering the box to tell us who and what numbers each person got. That is why today Madam Tokonu is the Chief Justice. Because today, if Jane Mensah even opens the books, Madam Tokonu is questionable. The Chief Justice of Ghana say a registered Madam Tokonu, who was on that panel with Edin Yeboah, who was very vocal on that panel, wrote her own piece of the submission on that decision they made. She will also find herself in hot soup. It triggers the rippling effect. It will enter EC, it will enter the Jubilee House, and it will enter the Supreme Court. Jane Mensah saying it is not on heading these three institutions and they say don't do it, because when you do it, you need to be. You get what I mean? Let's not joke about this. Jane Mensah did not know the job from day one. Mensah has never been somebody who is smart enough to oversee the activities of the EC or run an election. Since Mensah came into office, on to run the election, Papa Biabe seen there. So they know. And we need to keep pushing. And we need to overhaul these institutions. We need to overhaul the judiciary. We need to overhaul the EC. And we need to overhaul the executive. That is the Jubilee House. That is why we all have to put our voice together to make sure the right thing is done. And the right thing is simple. The EC needs to open its doors for all of us, for all the stakeholders to come in to audit the register before we go to the elections. Mensah Biabukrim said Gigim Ekufuado only president over 24 hours. I'm telling you. Mensah Biabukrim said Gigim. Madam Tokono, the Chief Justice, will resign. Mensah Biabukrim said Gigim. Bossman, Mensah will go to jail. They are protecting their criminality. But we are the people with the power. We have to let them understand. We have to push them to do what we want. So the demonstration should not end today. It should not end today. The conversation should go on. The pressure should be mounted. I have heard the NDC want to bring Parliament back, to re-summon Parliament, to open an issue on this EC thing. It's a good one. The NDC and Ghanaians should go to the constituencies, the districts, to make sure another demonstration is put together. The pressure needs to be more. The pressure is for us to all get to the bottom of the problem. Nobody hates anyone. We all want the right thing to be done. We Ghanaians who are in support of this demonstration, we want to basically make sure our democracy is intact. We are trying to fortify our democracy. That is why we are in support of anything that will bring transparency, accountability, anything that will make the people have clear conscience before they go into an election. And we all have to exert that pressure. The conversation should not end today. The conversation should go on for.
Until for the most, some of Jebre or Daily Update TV.